Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Ancient Empires on Total War Attila. Here today, we're going to be starting episode 8 of my Macedonian campaign. Here today, we're going to have the Siege of Rome, believe it or not. Now, in today's episode as well, we might very well be declaring war upon the Seleucids and marching into Alexander's ancestral homeland. We're finally going east. Hopefully today, it could be in the next episode, depending on how the Siege of Rome goes. So guys, if you still are enjoying this series and would like to see more, the best way to ensure more content is to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know. Comments, suggestions, tactics, and where you would like me to expand, and suggestions in the comment section down below. Feel free to leave a dislike, you're more than welcome to, that's what it's there for. If you're not enjoying the series and would prefer to see another strategy game, let's play it on the channel, let me know in the comments. So welcome back, episode 8. So, we skipped a couple of turns ahead. I've gathered up my armies eastward, and I was about to go to war with the Seleucids and finally push east for the first time. But this game, man, has a mind of its bloody own and is always wanting to drag me east. Who would have thought this narrative and story would come along? So, as you guys can remember, we took Genoa in the last episode, destroyed the last of the Romans. Here we hold Arretium, Tarentum. We have a couple of territories in Italy. The last of the Roman Republic with Gaius Mimus Rala, I've never seen that guy before, has 8 settlements. Fled to Iberia. Castilla Roma is what's happening. Now, out of nowhere, Gorthinia, the Cretans, the 10,000 men, took Rome. Don't know why. It's kind of quite cool of a tactic. They have a poor, hard harvest in Crete, poor economy, really beautiful seas, but it's nothing compared to the likes of the cultural and central heart of Europe, Roma. So I have my bastard son, who was garrisoning Genoa, and he has a chance to take Rome for Macedon here today, which is absolutely massive. Like, as a story sort of element, I sort of put my bastard son in the east just to sort of secure our borders here. Nothing really. I don't really trust him pushing eastward, but if he can somehow take Rome, my bastard son, maybe we should legitimize him. What do you guys reckon? He is my eldest. He's not going to be next in line, but I will legitimize him as my son, and his children will be already legitimate. That'll be quite cool. We could do that. So I'll currently tell you where my men currently are. We have Perseus here. Oh, we have a unit. Yes, we have a piece in Anatolia. That's as well. We took that off camera. Completely forgot about that. Pergamon's been destroyed. Ideally, I would have liked to push over to Nicomedia, but the Seleucids took that, and the Achaean League is back. The Achaean Assembly is back. Here, the Seleucids managed to puppet them. Nabatea has had a bit of a civil war. There's 2 factions technically, so most of the Seleucids' army is now down south. At the moment, this is how the world currently shapes up. The Seleucids over here actually quite like me, as we do share the Macedonian culture. However, I want to take Asia Minor, I want to take the Middle East, Egypt, for myself and for Alexander. However, it's going to be easier said than done. They've got a lot of military allies here, the Achaean League and the Armenian nobles. Oh wow, okay, right, and that's their puppet states. And then they've got some rather strong puppets as well. Armenia, okay. What else is going on? Carthage is doing alright, but they've actually lost a lot of their back territories here in Africa to the Massiliae and Egypt, who have fled. The Retii, the barbarians and Germanic tribes, mostly Belgic and Celtic, seem to be doing alright. And the Cisalpine Gauls. Rome is currently fighting with a lot of people here. The Lusitani and what looks like sort of Iberian rebels there. But regardless, we're going to have the Siege of Rome in today's episode. That's going to be absolutely crazy. So, we currently have Perseus here, the king, the emperor, the king of the Macedonians. We have his second-born, next in line to the throne, son, Antiochus, who is half Carthaginian, related to Hannibal Barca himself. Agrias, my third-born son, second in line. And we have Avagoras, which is my nephew, I believe. Avagoras, yep, my nephew. Sorry, my grandson. Right, so this is my grandson. And then we have a full stack here as well. So basically, I was ready to go to war with the Seleucids. I was keen and raring to go. However, my bastard son, and Ion, I fuck these names, man. And Imenon is going to take Roma. So, Rome, yeah, so these guys have Crete, so we might have to take the island of Crete in today's episode as well. 109 Eucrates. Okay. Eucrates. Okay, so he's got an alliance with the Egyptian nobles who fled to Cyprus when Egypt broke up to Nabatea. Some of them fled all the way west with this. It's crazy. Regardless, my bastard son, if you can take Roma, the capital of Italy, I will legitimize you as my natural born son. For Macedon! Okay, so let's get the light battering ram coming on here then. Can we get some more equipment in? Ideally, it would be more. So we only can get 2 battering rams. So, if we do fight this, we will be coming up against Doric Pictmen, which are a spear variant. 3 units of archers, Cretan. 3 units of skirmishers and 1 unit of cavalry. We have the stock standard Macedonian base army here of 5 phalanx, 6-7 swordsmen, 3 units of archers and cavalry as well. As we are now sieging, we could very well have some military assistance from the Carthaginians south in Neapolis, which would be good. But at the moment, Macedon is thriving. We're getting to the stage of the campaign where most of my buildings and trade are coming to flourishing. Everything's sort of flourishing under us. So, can I go to war with the Achaean Assembly? Because like taking that might be a good idea. We've also got this Gorthinia. I'm just trying to think about getting an army there. Should I send my grandson? It's probably not a bad shout sending you down from Pella. However, we've got this army here. Agrias. Can you get back to a settlement in time? 4-star command. Agrias is 7. A lot less cavalry as well. Yeah, let's send this. We'll send you down south. We'll try to get you to Crete as quickly as possible. We'll send my navy down here to rendezvous. As I'm pretty sure in Total War Attila Steel you can combine combined armies onto navies. I always forget that you can do that, but I'm pretty sure you can. So can I do that now? No, I'll go as close as I can. Yeah, I forgot you can attach like navies to armies just to secure them. But that's fine. That's close enough there. Okay, so we'll leave this army here. It costs about 2,000 to have armies in active duty within a campaign. We can sign a provincial governor in Macedonia. Oh wow, did we have a death, did we? Oh crap, okay. Well, who do we have here that could take that up? Dithrambos, named after his mother. Slambo, or grandmother. Perseus is also married a 19-year-old daughter from Carthago Nerda. None of these children are related, but he's 71. You never know, there might be another Carthaginian sort of heir coming on. Yeah, let's allow my grandson, my bastard's grandson, to take Macedonia. Sure, why not? I'd prefer him to be sort of getting military duties and stuff. We can increase taxes, which is probably what we want. I think it's probably not a bad stretch. Conscription, minus 10% upkeep for land units of recruitment capacity, growth, public order. I just don't want to get the growth stuff, because that can be a bit of a problem. Corruption's not a bad shout. Conscription's probably not bad. Minus 10 cost upkeep for land units. Is that worldwide? I wish it would be. I don't think it is. Maybe we'll just go with increased taxes. Cool, cool. Let's end the turn and continue. We'll sail down to Crete. Let's hope there's not an army anywhere near there. We are besieging Rome, who has been taken by Crete, which is crazy. We're gonna have Rome, which is gonna be massive for us, as the wealth and culture, significance, and economy of the Italian peninsula is really pushed south and sort of north through this playthrough. Right? If we can make Rome the next capital, maybe even the capital of Macedon, Pella's pretty much in the center as well. Okay, the Getae, the Dacian rebels who, the Dacian barbarians on the Danube, they want a defensive alliance. They are at war with these guys, horse lords, and these guys. I would prefer a military, but I actually don't mind that because they're quite strong there. Last thing I want is someone to march over the Danube. So, the garrison has actually charged out against me, which is crazy, man. If you watched the last episode, the AI was a bit bonkers in that as well. We're going to fight this one on the field here with End Imenon, who is my bastard son, of course. He is a pure Macedonian. His father Macedonian and a Macedonian whore, while his brothers are half Carthaginians. So, legitimacy-wise, maybe he has more in common with Alexander than his half-brother. The Wings of Pegasus will be fighting on the field of Roma here today, 141 BC, against the Cretans. Okay. We're going to be fighting for Rome. You'd think you would sort of hold up in the city, but maybe it's so burnt down. I think the garrison was basically non-existent. Who owned the settlement before the Cretans, if you guys weren't paying attention? From what I can remember, it was one of the Carthaginian factions and must have either rebelled or Crete just like took them out. Out of nowhere, I just saw them take Rome and I was like, what in the flying hell? But they're going to fight me on the field of battle here today, which is, this is going to end so badly for them. 5 units of pikes holding the center for us. We're going to go with our normal strategy. Swordsmen on the left and right, ready to flank. And then, of course, our Cretan own archers to rain fire and death upon the enemy. We've got cavalry supremacy. They've only got 1 unit of skirmishers. I would have liked some sort of form of ballista like I do have with Perseus the King, but we should be able to do it alright. They do have spearmen at the end of the day. If they had like proper swordsmen, hand-to-hand combat, I would be a little bit more worried. So let's have a quick look at the terrain and the odds. So they do outnumber us, only by about 100, so that's like nothing even significant. So it's a little bit of a slant here, which is... it's probably not too bad, because you can probably get swordsmen up, down, and around. It might take some advantage, a bit of a sting off our pikemen. So what we want to do is have a strong and proper pike line in the center. The trees there might be a little bit of a problem, but nothing too much. So let's move back to here. So these are my flanking units on the left and right. We do have 7 units, so it will be a little bit lopsided on one side, which is fine. That just means the counter is going to come a lot more from this side. But I don't know how they're going to form up, because last time, in the last battle we had against the AI, that was against Rome in Genoa, they had a fort under their control, and they really just hit me, and hit me hard, and tried to take me out. Okay. Cavalry as well on the left and right. We're really going to have to use them to the best of our ability in this. So here's the army with the bastard Endymion. Macedonian men, strong. They have... This army has mostly... It's still very new. It hasn't been... It's not sort of battle hardened like Philip's army, like Perseus's, but it has dealt with a lot of barbarians and rebellions, so it's definitely trained well enough in the Macedonian arts. We've got a pretty good military academy going on at the moment anyway, so let's get ready to rumble. Let's see what they do. They are attacking us at the end of the day, so still a massive advantage. So here is Philip's Philip's grandson, Perseus, well, Philip's great-grandson, Philip's grandson. I've said it the wrong way around there. Philip's great-grandson, Perseus's grandson. Right, so they're slowly but surely moving up. These archers will do some amount of damage. This must be our first battle against Crete. They would have been one of the Greek-style factions that we would have fought sort of earlier in the game, but it's kind of crazy to see that they're defending the city of Rome, which I cannot see. Must be in the distance somewhere. So they're slowly but surely moving into position, mostly made up of spearmen, which do have a peeler and skirmisher capacity to them. If we had some sort of ballista, that would be fantastic to sort of soften them up a bit. They've only got one unit of Jav Cav. They do have Cretan archers, of course. We are familiar with them. We have a lot of them ourselves, so that's something to deal with. But it's pretty much nigh impossible to break this down, like, unless you can sort of match it, which the Seleucids could do. Oh, even them some have the Cretan bull. There, that's cool. The Minotaur of Crete. Ah, because I guess they're fighting their comrades. Well, let's just hope they don't sort of betray us, these mercenaries. Okay, well, let's speed things up. Nothing really too much is happening. They're slowly but surely conserving their energy. They're making their mark. And here is their general. Pretty ambitious. I like that. It was sort of like sort of a human style of play. I used to do that back in the day in Total Wars. I used to love just upping, like, sometimes you'd load up Medieval 2 and you're like, right, I want to play as Russia, or I want to play as Sicily or someone, and be like, I don't want to sort of fight in Russia, I don't want to fight down in Italy, I want to pack up my homeland and move to England. That's always fun, like moving Russia to the UK and whatnot. I do that quite a bit. So that was kind of like, they were living in Crete, and they saw that Rome was kind of up for grabs, and they took it, trying to build in the heartland of what was the Roman Republic. I can respect that. Okay, so we're slowly getting into range now. Once some of their central units lock with my pikes, we're not going to sit back with my swordsmen. We're going to try and go for it. Once we can sort of entrap their skirmishers. We're not just going to sit back and soak it up. Once the center gets locked in with pikes, let's go. We'll be able to flank and be quite aggressive with it. So they're coming into us now. We actually have the range on them, so we're having the first volleys off. We're taking a couple of their archers here and there, which is good. Once they lock into my pikes, we'll move it. But archers, take aim, fire at will. These are not your comrades. We're paying you. You fight for gold. We're paying you the most. Stay bloody with us. Okay, so their javelin men are hitting there, but it's mostly just hitting me, not too much. They're actually sitting back here, which is not what we want. I'll give it a couple of seconds, but if not, we're going to have to charge, because we're going to take way too many casualties just sitting here. Right, let's move up then. Let's lock and go. So, go. 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 Engage spearmen, firstly. But, like, go, yeah. You pivot further this way. I thought they would try and go for me, but they're not. So we're going to have to do some intervention. Archers fire at this, and we'll drop a boost. So go, everyone. Go, 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 go. Move up! So we're being quite aggressive with our pikes, which is okay. But we're going to be able to soften them up as they move. My cavalry's quite easily going to be able to cut behind these guys. I wanted my archers to focus on their general. Focus into this. Focus on that. If you can get their general running into pikes. Why do they do that? It's like they don't recognize that it's a pike unit. Okay, archers just sort of chill a bit and fire at will. Swing around here. Yeah, go aggressive. Go into that, for the love of God. Pikes down! Rip them to pieces. Right, charge into this. Charge into that. Go for this. Swing. Swing. Swing like you're swinging fucking Parents. Right, let's go into this. Is that coming off alright? Doesn't seem to be. Okay. Continue where we can. Like, it's so stupid doing this. They need to be moving. Okay, cool. Let's move my cavalry out. And maybe move back down to the center. Alright, continue on to push down against these guys. Oh, they're not doing too bad. It's because they're probably technically a bit heavily armed. Yeah, they're a lot more armored than what it sort of gives you credit for. Okay, go for this then. Charge into this. Swing down to the archers in the center a bit more. They seem to be holding up quite well, which is good. Nice and competitive. That's what you want in a Total War game. Swing down into that. Maybe swing down against the... Oh, they actually seem pretty heavily armored as well. Like, swing into this more, yeah. And then go into that. Give a good charge through here, lads. Charge for Macedon! I interchange a lot. I don't know. Macedon actually rolls off the tongue easier. Seleucids. Whoa! That poor brave bugger. Got speared, jumped right bloody into it. Forever young. Okay, let's swing back up here. Okay, cool. That's buckled. Let's go. Go, go, go. Gadget. I'm too much of a fucking 90s kid, I'm afraid. Alright, where am I fucking doing? Where am I? Okay, come on. Don't be silly. Oh, that's gone good. That's good. Cool, we've got him on the ropes. I actually reckon... I was going to say come and do some hammer and anvil strikes, give the order to come back into the center, but I reckon it's probably more beneficial to try and run as many of them down as possible. Swing the general, back it around there, because they seem to be coming back in. Swordsman. Man, so we gave them 10 seconds of sort of respite here when they held. Probably wasn't the best idea. We probably should have just gone, because they were just going to sit there and try and take as many of us out. They took like 20 off a unit. But we've won here today. And by proxy, Endymion is the master of Rome. Who would have thought? When the Carthaginians took most of the peninsula, they did most of the work, they did most of the heavy lifting. We sort of came through and gobbled up the settlements that they couldn't contain. Let's try and run down as many of these bastards as we can. Cut them to pieces! Because we are going to have to auto-resolve the settlement as well. I don't think we take it from this. So we need to kill as many of them as possible to get a clean-cut auto-resolve. So swing this way. Yeah, and then just go right into that. Good on ya. Try and kill and weaken them up as best you can. That one's peeling this way. You can go this way, and then you can go there. Good. How many men do we lose? Oh, wow. Okay, we lost about 800. Just by looking at it. Shit. Well, it looks like, yeah, I don't know. We might have the war against the Seleucids. We might give it a couple more turns, but I know Perseus wants to declare war upon the Seleucids before the end of his reign. Antiochus, a quite fitting name, might very well someday occupy the city of Antioch. My sacred Macedonian squadron are doing well here. But at the end of the day, these are not the Romans occupying Rome. These are just bloody Cretans. Gorthynia. I think they're Hellenic at the moment. They're a Hellenistic style faction. Right, decisive victory. Excellent stuff. We deployed 3,430, losing 801. Gorthynia with Periander. Oh, nice. Periander. Shake, shake, shake. deployed 3,558 and practically lost the entirety of his army. Only 255 remaining. Pikes did well. 156, 74, 35. Swordsman did fantastic as always. 209, 223. Archers did quite well under the circumstances, as they were probably receiving a lot of fire than anything. And my cavalry, wow, 606, 547. Man, that Macedonian cavalry is bonkers. Huzzah, the day is ours. Cool. Okay, oh, we didn't kill their general. Alright. Regardless, there's only a handful of troops left. But it's still going to go out to a siege. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they didn't sort of just try and hold out, you know. Natural causes, units, okay. I just want to have a look at the historical events, actually. So what's actually happened? Oh! Gaius Julius Caesar, Roman senator and father of Julius Caesar, is born. Yeah, it's the Gaius Julius Caesar, 140 BC. I think that sounds about right. Wow, okay. Cool. Right, let's take Roma. Let's take Roma. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm going to go with a night attack. Let's take this city! And as Endymion marches through the gate of Rome, up the capital line here, we can liberate who? Oh, the Senate loyalists. Right, alright. We could bring back the Roman Senate as a puppet, build them up, and allow them to fight. Or something. Fuck that. Rome shall be mine. Let's loot and occupy Roma. We have taken the ancient city. Wow. Let's repair where we can. Whew. Let's break this down. Let's break that down. Break the public wells down. Let's get a granary in and a native land so we can get this going. But we've taken Rome. It's only got 2 pop, which isn't overly amazing. Doesn't have any resources, but this is our home now. Neapolis is the only region there. Retium's in here as well. That's cool. So what's happened to Rome itself? Yeah, still hanging out in Carthage by the look of it. We've taken Rome. We've taken the city of Rome, and a raven's been sent to Endymion with his legitimacy finalized. So he is no more a bastard son. Will he be in line? I guess technically if he wants to, but Antiochus is our heir. He can rule in his own right if he wishes to so be. Okay. Let's attack Gorthinia and take the island of Crete for ourselves. Let's march our army up and onto the island. We're still a range away, and we're going to move down my navy with Botta, a randomly generated general. Just a Macedonian noble, not related to us. Let's take Gorthinia. Wow, okay. So we're going to have a sneak peek, a sneak preview of the settlement. 6 units there, 3 archers, nothing overly too crazy. Let's continue the siege of Gorthinia. We're going to take this. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Nothing really to fear nor worry about. So what we're going to do now is repair Rome up. We're going to hold the west with Endymion. We've obviously got Perseus, Antiochus, my grandson Evagras, my other son Agrias. We're going to be declaring war upon the Seleucids in the next episode. Once we sort of secure up our Italian territories, we might need a peace out with Rome, because you never know. A fleet could come just out of nowhere from the west, as Carthage still can't seem to gain a footholding in Iberia. It looks like they've really sort of come off as well. That's what I worry about, because I do have a full stack here, but I'm probably the next and prime target for him, but regardless. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys would like to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below. Maybe you can pick up a strategy game you haven't picked up just yet. Maybe Hearts of Iron, maybe Crusader Kings 2, maybe a Total War. Check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below for cheap and reliable games. I do recommend going and checking out the prices even. There's some really good prices on there. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.